All right. So today I'm letting the cat out of the bag, so to speak. I've got my coach, Vincent Greenlee, uh, is here. We're going to be talking about coaching. So, yes, I have a coach, and I feel it's important to have a coach. Why? Because this, I'm pointing to my brain, is not a cheerleader when I wake up in the morning. It's not saying, Dave, go for it. You're the best. No, it's not. And sometimes I can get stopped and it can last for a couple of hours, maybe a few days. And that's a lot of lost productivity. And sometimes I can't articulate what's actually going on in my head. So to have somebody that is masterful in being able to show you exactly what you need to see and hear can be priceless, because just a little tweak here and there is the difference between achieving your goal and not achieving your goal. So I want to introduce Vincent Greenlee, and he is in Marina Del Rey, California, and I am in Phoenix. So we got a little bit of a time difference, and he's still got some sun left. So anyway, uh, love to hear your thoughts on coaching and using a coach, and when to use a coach, and when to fire your coach, maybe all of that stuff.
All right, good. Um,
How did you get into
about
coaching?
coaching. How did I get into coaching? I got into coaching because I was looking for coaching. I grew up in an athlete, a swimmer, and a water polo player, and to be successful at either of those things, you could never ever do it without a coach. And when I got older, I realized that I couldn't find a coach outside of Anthony Robbins, maybe that was doing anything that I thought was productive or made any real difference. And at the time, uh, I saw some things that worked about Tony's coaching and things that I would say didn't work as well as I thought maybe they could. And I discovered an organization that provided a coaching and a methodology that I found to be really, really powerful for myself. And having the difference that coaching made for me, it became a self expression to get myself trained as a coach and a program leader, and to be able to make that available for others. And it's that easy. I get truly empowered, and I was like, geez, I want to be able to do that for other people.
So,
Give me another question, Dave. When to
uh,
fire? I still have one in my head. When do you fire your
yeah, when do you
coach?
fire your coach? Or maybe you shouldn't.
You know, you should. You should fire your coach when he really pisses you off, and then don't sleep for 3 days because you're so upset about what he told you or she told you. And then call them back once you've had the realization that they wanted you to get, and beg and grovel and ask them to take you back for being such a turd and being so stubborn as to not take the coaching. So that would be a good time to fire a coach.
Seems to
And
make
then
sense.
and then outside of that, yeah, if you get a great coach, you never fire them, ever. Uh, and if you've got to go through, sometimes a few coaches to find a great coach, you'll know. You'll
So,
know.
what is it in the human design? Because as much as we think we're different than others, we're very similar.
Yeah.
So, kind of, what are some of the takeaways you see in the human design that just keeps us stuck in the same old, same old? Uh, I always think that's funny. Like, how's it going? What's going on? Oh, same old, same old. If you hear that coming out of my mouth, you can just shoot me. But
Yeah.
what are some of the barriers just inherent in being a human it's just going to get in your way? It doesn't even matter how much effort you put in. You can grind it out all you want. It's just not going to work. So what is it that one needs to get in touch with to actually really get in action on your fulfilling your dreams?
Well, I think that answer you gave to the question, how are things going? I think anybody that says same old is actually telling you the truth. What's going on? Same old. Because for most human beings, it is. It's the same old. Part of the awakening for a human being, or becoming empowered, is to discover how absolutely predictable and damn near certain their life has become, and that part of the what has it be so predictable and damn near certain is the hope that it's going to change. So, by the time you get to be our age, God forbid, or even 11, your future is pretty well slated for you. And most human beings don't know that. So it's not until later in life that they begin to recognize the patterns and the ruts and the coping mechanisms, and are nowhere near the source of where those decisions were made and what has them be the way they are. What had me wind up the way I wound up is an interesting question, and one that's worth looking into if you're going to get coached, or have a breakthrough in performance. I used to tell people, if all you know about a car is where to put the gas and where to put the key and which one's the steering wheel, that's that's mostly all you need to get from A to B. It's nice to have a GPS, you know, rather than the Thomas guide. Um, but you have no real capacity with the car itself. You can't do anything with the car. If you get somebody who's studies the design of an automobile, the likelihood of keeping that car on the road and keeping it in top performance increases incredibly. So most human beings are completely unaware of their own design, and therefore, when they have breakdowns and challenges, they're completely at the effect of the circumstances in their own design. So they've got very little power to deal effectively or powerfully with life. And part of that is to, be a victim to life, or be positive about life, or be hopeful, or whatever personality you've developed by the time you're an adult. But if you look around, most people that you know, including the person in your seat, is probably not um, very successful or nearly as successful as they could be if they were to get at the source of some of their constraints.
Uh, Absolutely. We had I think it was about a week and a half ago. I was scraping the bottom of the barrel, as they say. So I called you, and I think our conversation was about a minute, and it just turned me around. Now I could have stayed in that capacity or in that mindset for a very long time, because I can do very well at my house by myself. So not much is going to change unless something changes. So I was able to pick up the phone, and we had a brief yet powerful straight dialogue. I think I was yeah, at 56 I was I'm sort of in between. I just sold my company, and now I'm starting this new thing, and it's just sort of, I haven't been in this position in a long time. And you said, well, look at all that, something to the effect of all that experience that you had. And it just really was like, oh yeah, absolutely. So I was in a mood. It was familiar, but it was taking me out of being present in life, and it was, I was wallowing in sorrow. But I,
Yeah.
that didn't last. That lasted a minute, but I was smart enough to call right away. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I know you coach all kinds of different businesses, and I also know that this is not, doing an interview like this is not something you normally do. So thank you.
My
And
pleasure.
It's more of a case of people have to know how to find you. So this is going to be a shortcut to get some really killer coaching. So, and you don't have to, but if you want to give people your phone number, I know that's maybe this is a breakthrough for you.
Depends on where this video is going.
It's going all over, so you
if
might have to get over
it,
it.
well, if we agree to manage where this video goes, I'm happy to give my my phone number.
We can do that offline.
Okay, good. Well, the phone number is area code 323-270-6655.
That is your phone number. I have it.
That is my phone number.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did it.
Ta-da!
Ta-da. All right. That's it, guys.
Very good.
Mason.